Namaste. I'm Carol from My Yoga Essence. This is a slow down practice. When you feel you're running after life, or life gets a little bit too busy and crazy, this is the ideal practice to be just laying on the mat, laying on the floor, and to slow down the breath and to connect to where you are. All you need is a block. So we're going to lie down onto our back. So as you lie down onto your back, you might like to just keep your knees bent, feet on the floor, keeping your knees together and your feet a little wider apart than hip width. You can rest your hands onto your belly and start by just feeling the whole body connecting down towards the earth. The neck is long. And start to connect into the breath there. Noticing the inhale and the exhale. Really experiencing the breath in the body. Noticing the pace of the breath just right here, whether it feels a little rush, a little short or shallow, irregular. So allowing ourselves to just drop into an evenness of the breath here, to start to even out the activities of the mind. Noticing the breath in, expanding out the ribs, your belly. And the breath out, softening the belly, the ribs. And what we'll do here is a very grounding pranayama breathing practice. So you'll breathe in normally, and as you breathe out, you'll make the sound of ha for the length of the breath. And I'd like you to really feel that sense of just dropping all your worries, all the tension, letting things to melt down towards the earth. So let's take a breath in to start. Breathing in. Take 3 more breaths in. Really feel like everything dropping, breathing in. Take last one, inhale. Then returning to your even breath. Noticing things are starting to settle in. And then we'll take our arms out wide. You can bring your feet closer back to hip width. Take an inhale there. Exhale, drop both knees to your left. Just really gentle, following the breath. Inhale, knees back to center. Exhale, knees over to your right side. Inhale, knees to center. Exhale, knees to left, maybe head to opposite. Inhale, knees to center. Exhale, knees to right, head to left. Take another 2 more rounds. And just start to really steady the breath and steady the movement so that the breath is really slow and the movement is really smooth as it follows the breathing. Maybe your last round on each side. Really feel the ease of the breath as well. Easing out any fluctuations that may still be happening up there in the head. And then when you return back to center, return your arms back beside the body. So stepping your feet closer towards your buttocks, your knees roughly above your ankles, and we'll start to move with the breath here. So as you inhale, you're going to roll the spine off the mat as you take your arms up and over your head into a breech roll. Exhale to roll the spine back down as you return the arms back beside the body. See if you can really sync the breath with the movement. So as you breathe in, you roll on up, arms overhead. When the hands touches the floor behind you, or maybe not, at your furthest point, your hips at the highest. And then exhale to roll back down. So when your hands touches the floor, that's when your tail presses back down into the earth. Just take another one before we add on with the movement. But really slow things down if you tend to rush. Really enjoying the whole transition, the whole journey, not just from the start point to the end point. So this time as we inhale, just like we did before, rolling your spine off the mat, arms over your head. And as you exhale to roll back down, as you empty the exhale, you're going to hug your knees into your chest. As you inhale, stretching your legs up, arms overhead. Keep the knees a little soft. Exhale to return your arms back beside the body as you return your feet back down. We're going to take 2 more rounds. Inhale, roll the spine off the mat, arms over your head. Keep the feet nice and steady, the hips nice and steady. Exhale to roll the spine back down. So knees to your chest as you empty out that breath. Inhale, stretching your legs up, arms over your head. Exhale to return your feet down, arms return. Last round. So the whole idea is to find that steadiness of the movement, following the breath there. And it doesn't matter if you get this wrong completely. And the whole idea is to slow down. So rolling your spine back down, knees to your chest as you empty out the breath. Legs overhead, arms over your head. Exhale to return your feet down, arms returning back beside the body. And just take a pause once you land. Noticing the whole body continue to drop down into the earth. From here, we'll take the block and put it on the left side of your hip there. We'll just release your hips and open up the hips a bit more. We'll draw your left knee into your chest. Take it out to the side. You can hold onto the ankle or the foot. Elbow inside the knee there. Think about the knee is dropping into this outer left shoulder. Then you can just roll right hip, right knee out to the side. So really feel like the left hip is descending towards the block there. And take another few more breaths. Really steady out the inhale and the exhale. Feel the right knee getting a little heavier, the right hip sinking down. Take another breath in. And a breath out. And then bending your left knee, returning everything back to the center, left foot down to the earth. And then you take the block over to that outer right hip, really close to the hip. Then bring your right knee into your chest and take it out to the right shoulder. Hand onto your ankle outside the foot and extend the foot up towards the ceiling. And softening this right knee towards your right outer shoulder there. So really feel the block there. You can relax into that block. And then you can open this left knee out, roll onto the blade of the left foot. Lengthen out the neck. So just take a few even breaths there. Steady, slow breath in. And steady, slow breath out. Take 2 more breaths. Really feel the whole body continue to sink down, ground down. Allow yourself to really drop into the present and enjoy the present moment without worrying the next moment or all the things that needs your attention. So your attention is just here, right now. And then you can bend that right knee, returning your right foot down. Left foot flat on the floor, and then you'll lift the hips and then put the block underneath your bottoms. So coming onto the lower setting of the block there. If your lower back is a little tender or sore, feel free to just keep your feet on the mat there. Otherwise, we'll stretch our legs out. And then maybe taking your arms over your head and just let the elbows be soft, shoulders relax there. No tension, no resistance, but just letting yourself to drop into that resistance. Feel the weight of your hips sinking down into the block, the weight of your legs, nice and heavy. And let's settle back into a couple of nice, steady, easeful breaths. Even inhale and even exhale. And start to really noticing even the breath starts to lengthen out. As you slow down activities of the mind, really slowing down the mind. Maybe breathing up to 6 counts and breathing out up to 6 counts. Take 3 more rounds of breath. Feel the whole body dropping down as you breathe out, letting go of any worries, any concerns, any things that you need to do. And then gently releasing your arms back beside the body, bending one knee at a time so your feet are on the floor again. Then press down into your feet to lift the hips up enough, slide the block out the way. Roll the spine back down. You can either keep your knees together, feet apart, just like how you started, or you can stretch your legs out if you prefer to, and your lower back is okay. And just rest your hands back onto your belly, just like how we started. Connecting with the quality of your breath here. That very steady and slow breath, which reflects that steady and slow of the mind. The ability to slow things down when life gets a little crazy. To really give yourself that sense of space that you so deserve just to be here. Feel free to stay here for as long as you like to. Namaste.